Hello, legends, and welcome to Blunt Force Healing Podcast, episode 246. Today's episode is titled Ethical Hacking and includes a gross idea that I came up with during this lovely Monday. But let's start from the beginning. I think yesterday or the day before I mentioned that on Monday I will participate in a hacking party. And indeed, this Monday started with a kick. I had a lot of stuff to do at work, but I managed to do in parallel while attending some of the lectures in mega hacking party that has been scheduled by Securitum. It's well known in Polish sphere of pen testing company that uh, does a lot of scanning and vulnerability detection exercises professionally for different companies. They are also doing that internationally. So if you're interested, you can always reach out to them or to myself. I can introduce you to the company because I have some experience with the guys and a little bit of history. Uh, Regardless of that, the guys are great because they live and breathe that vulnerability scanning and detection. And on one occasion, I think that I wrote about ethical hacking and non ethical as well, was where I explained about how it differs between white, gray, and black hat hackers. And to not go too deep into that, you can always browse and search for relevant episode with keywords, but just to simplify it, oversimplify it, Black Hat is obviously a hacker that's intention are is doing damage, break into systems and disturb them, and owners usually for uh, financial gain or for some bigger, I would say, belief. Sometimes for it's like a state war or state sponsored hacking between the countries. So there are different black areas of hacking, and these people are definitely on the proverbial bad side. The gray hacking is a bit gray, as it says. That area is very blurred between the black and white. Some of these hackers might not be direct intentions to damage anything or to do something bad per se. Apologies, I'm really tired today after this long day. And these people usually, without the bad intentions, are still on the side of finding things or doing things, uh, whatever suits them. So sometimes they might actually cause something that is illegal because they see it as the means for their goal. And sometimes they just do good stuff. As I say, it's a gray area. That's why they're called gray hat hackers. And then we have white hats. And white hats are the most interesting group because these people actually do the real job. I mean, it's easy to do bad or evil, and it's very hard to do good, as opposed to what some people might think. In white hacking space, the skilled people that still do hacking or looking for loopholes or vulnerabilities in the systems, or how to work around and make them break or get through the barriers, they do that for the better world for all of us. Meaning, once these things are detected, they are reported through appropriate channels to the vendor before they are released to the public at all. So it never goes out at the same time to the public as to the vendor. It's reported to certain bodies that keep the information confidential, so the vendor has time to fix or patch the vulnerability, and after that is ready, or the security update is ready, so for particular system, then obviously it's usually called CVE, is released with the relevant number, and it's publicly available and informed to the public to patch their systems and ensure that they are protected. So there's a lot behind that, and different systems require different skills to work on that. White hats might also participate in active defense exercises and tracking so-called bad guys. So basically, white hats use their skills to protect from the black hats. And Securitum is definitely the ethical side of the pond. I know the founder from a long time ago, when we worked in the same or supporting the same company, and he actually started that business and started bringing more people interested in white hat and ethical hacking. So far, they expanded to quite a huge company. Not only they are good and actually interested in finding the holes, more than many other companies that you might find over the internet, where they just exist really for making money only, and do a lot of out of the box scanning and pretty default or basic vulnerability assessments. These guys do it with the goal of actually finding something that is dangerous and that needs to be fixed. And yeah, they organize those hacking parties from time to time. Sorry, this will be a very short episode. Despite it being already 9 minutes long, I need to go to sleep. For some reason, I'm completely wasted today. So these guys organized the mega hacking Secura hacking party today, and there was a lot of lectures. Some of them went in parallel at different hours, uh, about different topics, different level of expertise that was needed to actually get something out of it. It was completely like 100% knowledge, demoing, and practical applications. So a very impressive event. Even though it was virtual, it was well organized. And if for some reason there were two topics that you're interested in and they were at the same time, so in parallel, two different lecturers were speaking and presenting, these are recorded and can be rewatched at our own pace after the event. So we have a Discord channel, a lot of links to watch those recordings. So a brilliant, brilliant event, and the physical event face to face that they organized in the past. Now they are going to organize again. It's probably about 4 years or 3 or 4 years since they organized the last one, and it will be huge. It will happen in Krakow in October, I think. So if it doesn't clash with my plans for holidays in October, I will definitely go to Poland to meet the guys again, as it's a massive and very much packed event where you can meet a lot of great people, learn a lot of them in just one day. So I highly recommend that. I think the pre-sale tickets are available. They're not super expensive, and you definitely get more value than you expect for that price. So I highly recommend it. Today was mostly focused on that and at work, so I didn't have much happening, but I was able to write and publish the blog post before the committed deadline, as I said in the couple of posts before. So yesterday I got back on track again, and today I managed to do the same. So fingers crossed, we'll go in the right way. And the only thing I really did was about 3 kilometers walk with my wife. The weather was great, so I really am a bit disappointed that I didn't use it as much as I would or wanted to. But work is work, and tomorrow doesn't seem to be better in those terms, so it will be a busy day again. Today was my last day in from 3 in a row that we usually do with my wife in terms of making dinner. So each one of us is doing the dinner 3 days in a row, and then a rest for another 3 days when the other person does it. So this was my last one. I did a couple of crepes with a very nice filling of turmeric and potatoes and chorizo. So a decent meal. I might also provide the recipe here because I promised already one for shepherd's pie, or actually the cottage pie, and now I promised another one. So yeah, expect 2 recipes coming in the next couple of days on the coming journal posts. So here we are. It's 23:20. I'm going to hit the hay because I need to wake up very, very early tomorrow due to a meeting with Australian people, and there's a 10 hours difference between Ireland and Australia. So I better wrap up. Thank you very much for coming. If you have any questions around any security topics, or you'd like to know more about ethical hacking or the actual event, maybe even meet in Krakow at some stage, let me know. You can contact me on the blog, on any of the social media that I provide within the blog posts that are underpinning these video and audio episodes of the podcast. So feel free to reach out on any channels, and we'll talk more. Have a great rest of the day, rest of the afternoon or evening, depending on where you are, and stay tuned for tomorrow.